Donald Trump lost a motion to try to delay the Manhattan District Attorney criminal case. Justice Merchan issued a scathing order. Also, Donald Trump had a pretty terrible Tuesday primary. I'll talk about that and more. So what is Donald Trump doing? Of course, he is rage posting and, in my opinion, clearly violating the gag order imposed on him by Justice Merchan, which has now been extended to include family members of the court, the judge, the court staff, as well as the Manhattan District Attorney's family members, because Donald Trump's been threatening them. I'll show you Donald Trump's violation, or what I believe to be a violation of the gag order in just one moment. But checking in on Donald Trump's lawyer, Alina Haba. Oh, there she is with Donald Trump's adult man-baby children. You see Eric and Don Jr. there as well. They're having the time of their life. And Alina Haba took that photo after coming back from St. Bart's in over the weekend, where she was having a lavish party, getting individualized Dior bags and custom-made bathrobes for all of her friends, staying at five-star villas. She's made about $3.5 to $5 million from Donald Trump's political action committee, losing case after case. And it should be noted that while she's not the lawyer on it, one of the reasons Donald Trump's claim of absolute presidential immunity was rejected by Justice Merchan, despite the fact that it was utterly frivolous, and this is why Donald Trump's now lashing out, is because it was untimely, and Justice Merchan, in a scathing order, just kind of swatted it away. So after Justice Merchan extended the gag order to include family members, because Donald Trump kept on attacking Merchan's daughter, what does Donald Trump do? He posts articles from his right-wing conspiracy theorists. I was going to say right-wing wackos, but same thing. Laura Loomer, who's been spreading these lies that Justice Merchan's daughter has been posting things like Donald Trump in jail when it's not an account that's been used by Justice Merchan's daughter for over a year, and it's an account that's been taken over by some nefarious third party. But Laura Loomer spreads it. Donald Trump uses that as a pretext to attack Justice Merchan's daughter, and Donald Trump starts posting over and over again. Now, he's too cowardly to kind of say anything himself about Justice Merchan's daughter, but to me, it's just as bad. He's posting photographs of Justice Merchan's daughter. I'm going to blur out the face right here, but you'll see Justice Merchan, New York Attorney General Letitia James, and we've blacked out the face right here, but that is Justice Merchan's daughter right there. But Trump is posting articles from Laura Loomer, who Donald Trump praises. Laura Loomer, someone who in 2018 handcuffed herself to the Twitter office and compared her getting blocked or banned for posting conspiracy theories and spreading propaganda as the same thing to being in the Holocaust, and she wore a Star of David, and just very bizarre, unhinged conduct by Laura Loomer. She's someone who Donald Trump is very close to, and that's what Donald Trump is posting right there. Donald Trump is also posting photographs of himself playing golf. This is how Donald Trump is spending his time, posting photographs like this. And he's also reposting stories about how the MAGA Republicans, who have done nothing other than vacate the speaker, Kevin McCarthy, and now they have MAGA Mike, and they've held up funding to Ukraine. They've pretty much just shut down all business. I mean, it's like the most unproductive and weirdest Congress ever. I mean, they're focusing on Hunter Biden's nudes, but one of the things that the MAGA Republicans said that they're working on, because they think that this is what the American voters are really caring about right now, is changing the name of Dulles International Airport to Trump International Airport. And Donald Trump is reposting all these articles about MAGA Republicans wanting to change the name of Dulles to Trump International. And you see right there, Trump wants to rebrand Dulles Airport Trump International. More photos of himself playing golf. And then as you scroll down also, there is a sponsored post by Donald Trump with his daughter-in-law, Lara Trump, who's taken over the RNC. And it says, Lara has a message for all of my supporters on Truth Social. Watch her message here. And when Lara Trump went on Fox and she was giving interviews, what do you think she was spending her time doing? Take a guess. Oh, of course, she was spending her time talking about the music that she's making. Lara Trump is basically making cover songs of popular songs and trying to claim them as their own, even though the musicians or their estates do not want it being used. But here's what Lara Trump was talking about when she was speaking about the 2024 election. Here, play this clip.
Action.
Yeah, well, Sean, I actually released a song last week that I wrote over the winter prior to taking this position as co-chair of the RNC. And so I guess they say imitation is the highest form of flattery.
And Lara Trump continued to talk about her views regarding the 2024 election. Let me show that to you right here. Play the clip.
This is where the DNC was putting their focus on an AI-generated song to somehow mock me, which, as you said, wasn't even funny.
So that's what Donald Trump's been posting, in my opinion, violating the gag order, posting photographs of Justice Merchan's daughter, promoting Lauren Loomer and Lauren Loomer's conspiracy theories. On the other hand, you have President Biden posting things like this. $35 a month insulin for seniors, $35 inhalers for asthma, $2,000 a year cap on prescription drugs for seniors starting next year. With Senator Bernie Sanders' help, we're showing how health care should be a right, not a privilege in America. And it's a photo of President Biden with Senator Bernie Sanders. President Biden posts, through laws I wrote and signed, I enacted tax credits that save an average of $800 per person per year, reducing healthcare premiums for millions of families. Those credits expire next year. Congress, make that $800 expanded affordable healthcare tax credit permanent. President Biden's next post, inhalers cost less than $5 to make, but drug companies charge Americans up to $600 to increase their profits. My administration has been cracking down on big pharma, and now 3 of the 4 largest inhaler manufacturers are capping out-of-pocket costs at $35. President Biden writes, some congressional Republicans call the Affordable Connectivity Program wasteful. I call it necessary. It's time Congress extended it so the 23 million households across America that rely on the program can stay connected. President Biden writes, if the prior administration and extreme Republicans in Congress had succeeded in gutting the Affordable Care Act, 45 million people nationwide would have lost their health insurance. Kamala and I continue to call on Congress, another post, Kamala, Vice President Kamala Harris, and I continue to call on Congress to restore the protections of Roe in every state. The majority of Americans support a woman's right to choose, including in Florida, where voters will have the opportunity to support a reproductive freedom ballot initiative this fall. And you just take a look at some of the results from Tuesday's primary. You forget that there are still some primaries taking place, like in New York and in Wisconsin and in Connecticut. And by the way, as our editor-in-chief Ron Filipkowski points out, Republicans who voted against Trump in the primary, even though he was unopposed, 23% in Connecticut, 22% in Wisconsin, 21% in New York. Here's a photo of Alina Haba laughing again and having the time of her life. Going back to what was happening in New York and the competitive congressional districts there. Biden votes versus Trump votes in New York's competitive congressional districts yesterday. That's one of the things that tipped the balance of power the last time. And really only in New York's first congressional district did Trump have any advantage, but New York's 3rd, 4th, 17th, 18th, 19th, and 22nd, you had more Biden votes and Trump votes there. This was a big win as well, as reported by the Wisconsin Democrats. Huge. Tonight, the Green Bay City Council flipped to a progressive pro-democracy majority. This is a big win for our democracy and means that the people of Green Bay can come first, not Trump's lies. Green Bay has been ground zero for Trump's conspiracy theories about the 2020 election. With this flip, we've beat back these lies and paved the way for a smooth, fair, and secure election in November. When we go to the ballot box, we win. Even Trump showing up and campaigning in Green Bay wasn't enough to sway these races. Thank you, Green Bay, and the leader of the Democrats in Wisconsin, Ben Wickler, is incredible. Trump personally stumped in Green Bay tonight. MAGA, which has targeted Green Bay relentlessly with conspiracy theories, held half the city council seats, 6-6 tonight. That ended. First-time candidate Joey Presley beat far-right Stephen Campbell by 15 votes, now 7-5, a big win there as well. So, folks, Donald Trump rage posting, President Biden focusing on the issues that matter to the American people. I mean, Donald Trump's posting photos of himself golfing and weird photos of Dulles International called Trump International. I mean, posting photos of a judge's daughter. Like, who does that? You're posting photos of a judge's daughter? Like, gross. Like, what a weird, sick thing to do. And as we talked about, Donald Trump has already been adjudicated to have sexually assaulted a woman. He's on tape bragging about sexually assaulting women and relentlessly attacks judges, the women in judges' life and women in general, right? He attacked Justice Engoron's wife. Trump attacked Justice Engoron's law clerk, women. Donald Trump, the way he attacks Letitia James, attacking Justice Merchan's daughter. I mean, who behaves like this? I mean, not even the mob behaves like this. I mean, this behavior is so low character. Like, character matters, huh? I mean, to me, character is important, right? I want to raise my kids and future grandkids. I want to raise a family with values and character. I mean, this behavior by Donald Trump, just the way he conducts himself, is putrid. Tell me what you think in the comments. Hit subscribe. We're on our way to 3 million subscribers thanks to your support.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Midas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.